Aries Spears, you are a vile human being. You are funny when you do impersonations, but you are a vile human being. To say this is extortion plot, knowing what we've all seen in that video, you can't even take the time to say, look, I was wrong. I apologize. I should never done it. It came about the wrong way, and if there's any kind of, healing I can contribute to the children, particularly to the boy in the video, I'll do it, No, I'm being extorted. That's what you're saying. Okay, so what you just did, you made it easier for them to not just sue you, but they gonna come and try to arrest you and Tiffany. Let's talk about this. As I stated last week, I want them to be prosecuted. What was done to these children was something harmful that they'll never get over it. But compensation, whether it's through financial or legal means, you know what? I'm for it. So I'm reading from Yahoo, and it reads, courtesy of the Wrap. Aries Spears calls sex abuse lawsuit with Tiffany Haddish an extortion case and a shakedown. Aries Spears spoke publicly for the first time about the lawsuit he and Tiffany Haddish are facing over video sketches in which they allegedly had two minors perform sexually suggestive acts. In a clip posted Wednesday to Instagram, the comic said that he couldn't say much about the scandal for legal reasons and thanked his supporters for sticking by his side. Listen, this is an extortion case, he said into the camera. This is a shakedown. We won't be shaken down, he continued, referring to himself and Haddish. On September the 1st, news broke that the pair had been accused of recruiting and coercing the children into acting out sexually suggestive scenes on camera. The incident concerning the first plaintiff, age 14 at the time, took place in 2013. The second incident, which took place a year later, involved a 7-year-old in the video that was uploaded onto the sketch comedy site Funny or Die. The video, titled Through a Eyes, was promptly removed upon its posting in 2018. The causes named in the civil suit are intentional infliction and emotional distress, gross negligence, sexual battery, sexual harassment, and sexual abuse of a minor. In a statement to the Wrap, the lawyer for Haddish called the claims bogus and a shakedown, stating that the plaintiff's mother had been attempting to extort the comedian for years. Earlier this week, Haddish addressed the matter in a written Instagram post. I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. Haddish said in a statement, but clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having to agree to act in it. Now, they do post a video here. I'm going to post a link to it. And I'm going to say this. You should have never talked about Lizzo. I do believe if you would have never talked about Lizzo, Aries Spears, yes, this eventually was going to come out, but it wouldn't have came out as quick as it did. You see, there is a famous saying by the comedic icon, Academy Award winner Monique. See, beloved, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. See, you thought that what you were doing was comedic. It was art. It was, going to be funny. But you being the clown, what you did that was clownish, it came back to hit you like a ton of bricks. And getting hit by a ton of bricks is the opposite of funny. It's painful. See, you inflicted pain on those children, but you didn't care about them. You was just trying to get clicks and views and to get back into the game of comedy. And Tiffany, you was trying to come up and you was willing to be down for whatever. Like that group, Nothing Nice, back in 94, who had the song on Low Down Dirty Shame, down for whatever, nothing nice is down for whatever. There's nothing nice about you, Tiffany. I think you are worse than Aries, because at least Aries was just doing a job. Aries treated you as a procurer of children to be abused. He got you to recruit 2 children for him to use in videos. And you basically was like, well, I got the perfect children. You use your friend's children to do this. I don't care what anyone say. That friend did not agree to her children to make this type of video. Now, Tiffany, I will give, at least Tiffany is showing some remorse. I will give her that. But I do believe she's doing it because she's trying to save her life and her reputation, as well as her career. But Aries, you ain't ish. No, you know what? F that. You ain't shit. Because you not even having the humility to say, you know what? I messed up. I messed up. You don't care about the community. You don't care about the children. And Corey Holcomb, I want to say this. I saw his 5150 show. And even though a lot of people was upset that it seemed like he was caping for Tiffany, but going at ariesspears real hard because of what happened 5 years ago. But I'm going to say something. He made a profound statement. When you hang out with F dudes, this is what happens. Stay away from F dudes. And he said, this is what I was trying to tell Tiffany. Don't be around F dudes. And he said ariesspears is that type of person. And there were other things that he mentioned. And there was accusation. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Because I think, I may talk about it, in the wee hours of the morning. But all I'm going to say is, I used to love ariesspears comedy on Mad TV. I was just last week watching the Malcolm X in the Middle sketch. But the thing with ariesspears is that after Mad TV folded, he lost his identity. And the biggest mistake that happened, he didn't try to go to SNL, or he didn't try to really get on episodic TV. And it was a lot of Mad TV actors. And I personally think, this is my opinion, I think ariesspears don't care about anyone anymore. His marriage folded. He has 3 children. He doesn't talk about his family. It's just all about him. And I think ariesspears is like, my career didn't pop off like it should, so let me just do whatever to get clicks and views. And that's what happened. And I do believe that the actors on Mad TV got blackballed, with the exception of 2, which is Keenan and Peele. And I feel as though with Tiffany, she wanted to just do whatever it took to break in. And I think Tiffany is more dangerous because those children looked up to you like an auntie figure. So pay up. And with that being said, it's your girl. I'm signing off. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive future notices on lives and uploads. Later.